This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Monica Dean. Let's get right into your top local stories. The North County, where Vista has approved sanctuary city policies to move forward in their city. That measure aims to limit the city's collaboration with Homeland Security and ICE. NBC7's Nicole Gomez joins us from the newsroom, where hundreds attended the meeting. Nicole.
Well, that's right. Locals say it is the biggest turnout at a council meeting in recent memory. Over 100 public speakers. It didn't end till close to 11:15 last night, passing with a 3-2 vote, same as the first vote back in September.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
Saying it was a packed house at Vista City Hall is an understatement. Over 500 people filled several rooms. All this for a resolution to approve sanctuary city policies. The resolution calls for limiting collaboration between local law enforcement and federal agencies. The city would disseminate Know Your Rights information on its website, something it currently does not do. Also, the city would prohibit federal law enforcement from conducting raids on non-public, city-owned or controlled property without a warrant. The mayor strongly opposed it, saying it's a matter of public safety and that it's not necessary. But that's not how most supporters viewed it.
Most of the people who have been waiting for their legal status are just looking to make an honest living and raise their families, like all of us.
A few speakers voiced their opposition to the resolution, but our crew who was there said they were far outnumbered by supporters. I'll send it back to you.
Thank you. A tragic loss for the baseball community. This morning, the Padres announced Randy Jones, the team's first Cy Young Award winner, died yesterday. Jones was drafted by the Padres in 1972 and became the club's first pitcher to appear in an All-Star game in 1975. He played for the team from 1973 to 1980. Jones retired after 2 seasons with the New York Mets, moved back to San Diego, and became a fixture in the community. A statement from the Padres read in part, "Randy was a cornerstone of our franchise for over 5 decades, and his impact and popularity only grew in his post-playing career, becoming a tremendous ambassador for the team and a true fan favorite. He was a giant in our lives and our franchise history." Jones was 75 years old. The decision has been made. No more free parking at Balboa Park. Late yesterday afternoon, after a lot of pushback from the community, the City Council approved new monthly and yearly rates for parking passes. So if you take a look at your screen here, you can see the monthly and annual rates for people living inside city limits compared to those who do not. $30 a month or $150 a year for San Diegans, $40 a month or $300 a year for anyone who lives outside the city limits. We spoke to City Council President Joe LaCava, who said they will monitor how the new fees impact people's participation at the park.
We, in fact, are listening and adjusting. We'll continue to see issues. This is a brand new thing at Balboa Park. There will no doubt be some fine tuning, so we'll continue to listen and react as appropriate.
The city says it will begin installing meters as soon as today, and by the middle of next month, they plan to roll out the online portal where people can register as city residents and then sign up for passes. The new rates are expected to kick in on January 5th. Coming up on NBC7 News at 4, we hear from nonprofits who say they might be forced to leave the area due to these new rates. Meteorologist Angelica Campos joins us now with a look at the forecast. I guess we're between storms.
Yes, we are, Monica. And the weather is beautiful, nice and sunny with some gorgeous cumulus clouds out there. Temperatures will stay in the low to mid 60s from the coast all the way into our inland valleys. We may still have a few showers in the mountains today with those cold 40s. And as far as the desert, 67 degrees, but sunny. And here's why we'll have that chance in the mountains. You can see the storm has moved off to the east, but there's still some wraparound moisture that could trigger some showers in the mountain communities. And that's not it. We have another storm system for tomorrow. But for this afternoon, we're going to stay sunny and clear for the coast, dropping to 59 at 5 p.m., 57 at 8 o'clock. So just be ready to grab those jackets as we head into the evening hours. The inland valleys also will be dropping to the 50s at 5, and by 8, 54 degrees under clear skies. With that next storm system on the way, we'll be watching for the potential for another round of heavy rain, maybe even some thunderstorms. Much more coming up. Monica?
Thank you very much. San Diego County is on track to welcome driverless cars onto our roads, but now there's some pushback from MTS, why it is looking to scrap the idea. We'll tell you about it. Stay with us.
You count on breaking news.
We continue to monitor several new developments.
and help preparing for the unexpected.
A red flag warning will start tomorrow.
You count on stories from your community. You count on getting different points of view.
We're still human.
And your voice being heard.
The air is not safe.
You count on in-depth reporting.
They were saying, finally, we feel that we're being taken seriously.
Because you know the whole story is more than just the headline. This is coverage you count on, only on NBC7 and Telemundo 20.
This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Monica Dean. Welcome back. Waymo is set to deploy its driverless cars into San Diego County sometime next year. But some local taxi and rideshare drivers are worried that it could cut into their bottom line. This afternoon, the MTS Taxi Advisory Committee is considering a challenge to the fleet's deployment. If it moves forward, they'd recommend the board formally oppose the driverless car deployment into San Diego. That includes submitting protests to the California Utilities Commission and DMV over permits, and looking to limit these cars from operating at the San Diego International Airport. The MTS meeting is set to begin at 1 o'clock. Many San Diegans and even some council members felt blindsided when a trash fee that was approved by voters back in 2022 finally took effect this year, much higher than advertised. Now, a city council committee is getting ready to discuss two different proposals aimed at keeping this from happening again. NBC7's Audra Stafford explains.
When the city of San Diego's new trash fee took effect, many San Diegans called it trash.
The way that initiative was written was confusing.
From like $23 to almost $50.
City Council member Raul Campillo says their frustration and confusion is the result of a lack of planning and transparency on the city's part. It's why he's floating two new proposals before the Rules Committee related to how new fees can be implemented in San Diego. One calls for greater transparency on Prop 18 mailers, letting voters know in big bold letters on the first page that a fee is being proposed and that residents have the right to protest it. The other would mandate that a cost of service study be completed before a proposed fee goes before voters.
We should only implement ideas where we know exactly what we're going to operationalize and exactly how much it's going to cost. That's transparency, that's accountability.
Councilmember Campillo's office has been working with the city attorney's office on these proposals for several months now. Rules Committee is just the first step in the approvals process. He hopes to eventually bring them before the full city council for a vote. From City Hall downtown, I'm Audra Stafford, NBC7.
Meteorologist Angelica Campos will have a look at your weather forecast right after this.
NBC7 and Telemundo 20. Weather coverage you count on. You count on accuracy.
The winds are going to be increasing.
You count on these experts.
Take a look here at our future weather.
In 2 languages.
Más de 3 pulgadas de precipitación.
You count on innovative tech.
You look at our first alert Doppler radar.
From a team you depend on.
Dry conditions to round out this week.
You count on early warnings.
Because we had pretty significant rain.
Because you know every second counts.
It just kept getting worse and worse.
This is First Alert Weather. This is coverage you count on. Only on NBC7 and Telemundo 20.
Another storm system is set to be here tomorrow, although today we're going to be mostly dry with the exception of the mountains. To break it all down for tomorrow, Thursday, it's going to be some showers passing through in the morning, in the afternoon, late afternoon into the evening. We could see some thunderstorms and also the possibility of heavier rainfall. And this is going to continue all the way into Friday. By Saturday morning after 7 a.m., we will start to dry out. Sunday looks much better. And next week, we're going to see temperatures warming up just in time for Thanksgiving. So here's the latest storm system bringing that chance over the mountains, and the next storm system on the way bringing the chance for some heavier rainfall as we go into tomorrow afternoon. You can see the timeline here. The morning, everything starts out light, and then you're going to start to see some darker colors in the afternoon. By 6 p.m., we'll see the potential for gusty winds even near the coast, as well as the potential for some heavier rainfall, the kind of rain that could lead to flash flooding. So let's take a look at your 10-day forecast as we get ready for the end of the weekend. This next storm system, it is going to be active tomorrow afternoon, evening into Friday morning. The rain will start to get a little bit lighter, but showers will continue all the way through Saturday until at least 7. And then look at next week. We're going to see more sunshine just in time for Thanksgiving. In the mountains, cool, even colder. Snow levels could potentially drop by tomorrow night all the way down to 6,000 feet. So our local mountains are going to be on the watch for some colder conditions. Monica?
All right. Look at that turkey go. Nice looking Thanksgiving week. Thank you, Angelica. More coverage to count on at NBC7.com. Thanks for watching.